Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, my name is DJ, doing what I do, sitting back in the office, chilling. And look, I'm going to keep this one short. I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. I swear. I'm going to try to keep this one under 10 minutes. All right. So stay tuned. Look, my first video, well, I ain't say my first video, but I just got back to doing my videos. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video on instructors, particularly Krav Maga instructors, that, they fugazis, they fakes. They really can't do the things that they say they can do, okay? And then I did a video on Krav Maga students and why I said the average Krav Maga student never learns how to defend themselves. Not truly, okay? But now I'm going to do a video on me. Okay, this is about me. All right, I'm gonna let everybody in on something that don't a lot of people know. This is a secret, but I'm gonna tell everybody right now. Okay, I can't fight either. That's right, I said it. I can't fight either. All right, I suck at fighting. I do. I suck at fighting. All right, I told y'all. I'm admitting it. I suck at fighting. And I'm going to give y'all three reasons why I know that I suck at fighting, okay? So now that I got y'all attention, I'm going to tell you why I suck at fighting. So your people be putting stuff in the comments and stuff like that about, oh, you probably can't do this or you probably can't do that or Krav Maga sucks or he probably don't know nothing, stuff like that. You're right. I suck. I'm admitting it. I suck at this, okay? And I'm going to tell you three reasons to back up the reason why I suck at 3 reasons to back up the reason why. Y'all know what I mean. I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I suck at this, all right? The first reason why I know I suck at fighting is because I have trained with people, I've trained with enough people that are way better than I am, that I've learned that I suck. Look, anybody who's been doing this for a long time, anybody who's been into the martial arts for a long time, who's been teaching self-defense or doing self-defense for a long time, anybody who's been doing the things we do for a long time will tell you that the more you find out, the more that how does it go? The more you know, the more you find out about things you don't know, okay? The more you know, the more you find out is the more you find out about everything that you don't know, okay? No matter how far up on the totem pole you get, you start realizing, man, I suck at this, all right? Look, I have instructors. I got two. I've been doing this for years. Krav Maga fight, I don't know. I lost track of time, okay? 15, 16 years. I have like two, I have a chief instructor, a deputy chief instructor that's over me. When I'm out in Houston, when I'm out in LA, and both of them are way better than I am. And I've been doing this for 15, 16 years, okay? I got jujitsu instructors. I got like 4 or 5 jujitsu coaches, okay? And all of them are way better than I am, okay? I have a shooting coach. He's way better of a shoot than I am, okay? I have a boxing coach. He's way better than I am, okay? These people are way better than I am, okay? As a matter of fact, when my students come in, I meet every student that comes in, I sit and talk to them. And every student, I ask them before they even start this journey as where they feel they fall on the totem pole. I ask everybody the same question. If my student is listening, I probably asked you this already. I say, where do you think you fall on the totem pole between 1 to 10? 1 being I can't fight at all, and 10 being you're John Wick. And, that's how I kind of rate it, okay? And I got some crazy, and most people are, realistic, but I think I think I'm about a 5 or 6 on that spectrum. And when I tell people that, they look at me like 5 or 6, that's low. But here's the thing. There's always somebody out there that's twice as good as you. Now, if there's somebody out here that's twice as good as I am, and as high as you can go is 10, that automatically knocks me down to a 5 or a 6. because they twice as good as I am. And I don't think that there's people out here that's twice as good as I am. I know there's people out here that's twice as good as I am because I've trained with people out here that's twice as good as I am. Twice as good as I am in Krav Maga. Twice as good as I am in boxing. Twice as good as I am in jiu-jitsu. Twice as good as I am in taekwondo. Twice as good as I am in shooting. Twice as everything that I do, I've always met somebody that's twice as good as I am, which means I can't go no further up than at least a 5 or 6 if the top ranking person is a 10. Okay, 5 or 6 is failing. Okay, from 5 or 6 is like it's 50% is failing on the test. You got to at least get to 70 or 80. Okay, I think I'm like a 50 or 60 percentile. Okay, that means if I'm ever approached, I think I can handle myself against 50 to 60% of people that's out there. Okay, that ain't that good. Okay, that ain't that good. It's better than somebody who can handle himself against he can't handle 90% of the people out there, but I can only handle 50, 60% of the people out there. So I would say that means that I can't fight. Okay, I suck. I can't fight. Been doing this for years. Can only defend myself against 50 to 60 people, 50% or 40% of the people that's out there. All right. So that's the first reason. There's always somebody that's twice as good as I am. And I know that there's somebody out there that's twice as good as I am. The second reason I say I suck, I'm getting old, guys. I ain't going to front. Look, I got arthritis, my elbows, my knees hurt. I got a broken foot right now from grappling. Look, it's injuries, man, and these things pile up. Okay, that's why when people come in here and train, some people come up here. They be like in their 30s, 40s, sometimes 50s, and they be wanting to do shit like they like 18 years old. Look, them days is over. You know, them 18 years, them 18 years old stuff, and that's them days is over. You know, we older now. We can't move like we used to. Like, you know, you all know I do jiu-jitsu now. And, you know, I like no-gi jiu-jitsu. And I watch these people doing no-gi jiu-jitsu on YouTube and tournaments and stuff like that. And they be doing some phenomenal stuff. And I watch them do it. And I tell myself, you know what? I can do all that stuff. 25 years ago, 25 years ago, I could have did all that stuff. I can't do that shit now. You know, it's too much. I can't put my body through all of that. That's why I like Krav Maga so much. It's simple. Just give me a couple of simple things I can do and let me be moving on. Because, you know, look, if I can still do the things that I could do when I was 18, 19, 20, 25, damn near even 30, I'd probably just be MMA fighting. I'll be like, let me call Dana White, see if I can get on one of these shows. Them days is over with, okay? So now I'm trying to avoid situations because I ain't built like I used to be, okay? The third reason why I say that I can't fight is something my father told me, okay? My father said the minute you start thinking that can't nobody beat you is the day you're going to get your ass knocked out. The minute you start thinking can't nobody beat you is the day you're going to get knocked out. Okay, it's called underestimating your opponent. All right, you don't never want to go in thinking that you can knock somebody out just because who you are. All the greatest fighters had some of their biggest upsets because they underestimated their opponent. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was knocking out everybody. Easy. First round, second round, third round, knocking out everybody, right? And then, you know, he said, okay, let me go. I think he fought China, Japan. He went over there and fought Buster Douglas. Was supposed to knock him out real quick. Buster Douglas had something else on his mind. And down goes Tyson because he underestimated his opponent. Muhammad Ali. Y'all know I'm a big Muhammad Ali fan. Greatest of all time. Underestimated his opponent. First time he fought Joe Frazier. He underestimated Joe Frazier. And he lost it. He lost that fight. He fought a young boy named Leon Spinks. I think he got Parkinson's not from Joe Frazier, but from Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks beat the brakes. He didn't knock him out, but he had problems with that boy. Why? because he was supposed to walk right through him. He underestimated his opponent. You don't ever want to go in thinking I'm the best, I'm the greatest, because that's when you get knocked out. All right. So, I want to stay humble. I want to stay training. I want to always be trying to get better, because I ain't trying to go out here think I can beat everybody, because that's when somebody gonna beat me. All right. So those are 3 reasons why I say that I can't fight. Number 1, it's always somebody twice as better than me. I know, because I've met them. Okay. Number 2, look, after a while you get to a certain age and you can't do the things that you do when you're younger. All right. You need something quick, fast, get them up out of here. All right. And number 3, the minute you think you're the best is the minute somebody gonna prove you wrong. All right? Okay. Oh, man, I went over my time. I just looked at it. I'm 10 minutes, 30 seconds. So I'm going to let y'all go, man. But yeah, y'all put in the comments below from 1 to 10 where you think you fall. How good do you think you are at the defending yourself, really? I'm gonna see where the real people are. I'm gonna see where the real men at, and women. I'm gonna see who's real honest. Women usually more honest than men. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Damn, 11 minutes.